This is Uthred and this is vlog number 25, Conflict of Nations, World War III, Day 31, and I'm playing as Afghanistan. Just yesterday, I've shown you guys my preparation for the upcoming battle, the upcoming attack by the United States. We have miscalculated the time of their arrival. I've made several mistakes in this part of the game here. I did not realize that the United States intention was to go directly towards me to attack me, and when I realized that, um, it was not really too late, but my preparation was not as complete as I wish it could be. So it only took 24 hours for the US to cross the mountains here. He was able to capture Aksu and Bengal yesterday, and right now he is crossing the mountains of Kashgar. So the good thing is that I was able to recapture those territories, and now I have a National Guard tailing him from behind and conquering all the lands that he have conquered. The purpose of doing that is to slow him down, because if enemy troops are traveling on enemy lands, their speed will be reduced. Just like this 23rd Tank Division here, his speed is only 0.1, and that is because he's traveling on mountainous area that is occupied by enemy territory, or that is occupied by the enemy. Okay. He has two armies. The first one is the 15th Tank Division, which is composed of 6 units, 2 main battle tanks, 3 infantries, and 1 mobile anti-air vehicle. This one has 206 hit points with a damage of 26.3 for infantry and 21.1 for um, for armored vehicle. Well, the damage is like that because it was reduced by 50% for main battle tank, since he is on a mountainous terrain, and reduction for infantry of 25% because of the terrain. So I'm waiting for him to get to Mingora, because I did prepare a surprise for him. I have 11 National Guards waiting in Mingora for his arrival. Mingora has a level 3 combat outpost, which gave my units negative 65 or 60 minus 65% in or gave my units a plus 69% protection entrenchment. So that's a 69% additional defense. So if the 15th Tank Division arrives, his attack will be reduced to less than 15 for infantry, and around 10 damage for armor. So that's 15. And the attack that my National Guards will inflict will be 44.3 for defense and 22.1 for 44.3 for infantry and 22.1 for armor. Okay, so I think with that kind of stats, I will be able to take this out um, quickly, and then prepare for the arrival of the 23rd Tank Division. 23rd Tank Division is composed of 14 units, 4 main battle tanks, 8 infantry, level 6 modern infantry, and 2 mobile anti-air vehicle. This will be the more challenging army here, the 23rd Tank Division, because of its hit points and also the its damage, the damage that it could inflict. Okay, so I also have my 38th Artillery Battalion that's gonna be waiting for the enemy, and it will be stationed in Wakan Corridor. So at this point, we already know where the enemy will be marching. So the enemy could still, okay, let me check this. The enemy could still march through here in the Wakan Corridor. If he will do that, then I will have to move my forces here in this area. So I think the best way to do here is, the best thing I can do is to um okay. So basically he still has the chance to move his forces from here, from going here to capture Peshawar to Wakan Corridor. So if he goes through the Wakan Corridor, then my defenses here is not as good as I wish. Damn, so that means I have to pull my troops up here. Okay. Damn, this mobilization is a pain in the ass. He has several. He has several options. Well, he has two right now. He did not take this route of attacking Tajikistan, so that's good. I was relieved, but he has a an option to go to the Wakan territory. So that's another option that he has. But the thing is, he has the option. If he will go to the Wakan territory, he could have crossed it from here, from this spot here. There's an intersection here. He could have moved west from there, but instead he went straight to Sost, which means his objective will be Peshawar. But that's where I hope he will go. We will find it out after an hour and 3 minutes. Because he still can move east once he reach Sost, or I mean west once he reach Sost. So let's pray and hope that he's not gonna do that. However, if he decides to go there, to go that route, I can move my National Guards. Let me just send just one, to scout him. So that I will find out, I will know where he is going. If he decides to go here, then I can move my forces back to Peshawar, to Zabak, because I also have an outpost there. And then I can move my troops, my other troops here, from south of Peshawar. So that's I guess that's an option, but I'll have to check it within an hour to see if that's gonna be the route that they will be taking. Okay, so they're getting close, and this will be the deciding factor of my war against the United States. If I eliminated these two forces here, then he won't have anything to attack me with. After that war, I will just have to rebuild because he bombed Herat, and so Herat's structures had been, you know, have been destroyed, all of them except for just a level 1 arms industry, and that affected my supplies production. And uh, of course my morale also went down to 51%. Jeez. Okay. Anyway, let me share you what the map looks like. By the way, just to give you an update, I moved all my forces back to my mainland. So as you will, if you will notice here, I no longer have any huge forces here in my Turkish frontier. I only have four who's two national guards guarding Izmir and two national guards guarding Istanbul. So those are the remaining forces that I have there. Before we proceed, let's go ahead and check the yesterday's news first. Okay. So this is what I was saying earlier. So Herat was bombed by his stealth bomber wing, and he eliminated my army base, my air base, and my arms industry. My army base is at level 4 and it was destroyed. Same with my arms industry, which is at level 5, and my air base, which is at level 1. They are all destroyed. So yesterday we have eliminated several corvette forces. So he left a naval force near his homeland, but those naval force that he have there were just corvettes, and usually they are scattered and alone. And that gave me the opportunity to strike with my 28 task force and eliminated most of the ships that he have nearby. Let me give you a glimpse of what the North Atlantic looks like. So we're able to capture Washington, D.C., the capital. France was able to capture New York, and he have 15 units in there already. And the unit that I used to capture Washington, D.C. was bombed by a stealth bomber, so it's now gone. But but that's fine. It's just one lone National Guard unit, so that's okay. Also, I sent a force to capture. Yesterday, I sent one more National Guard, and they were able to land successfully in Comodoro Rivadavia. And now, that unit is recapturing U.S. territories in the southern part of South America. So I now have again 2 units of National Guards thrashing through the South American continent and messing up American units there and American provinces that was captured, and leaving them to the insurgents. And this is what the map looks like. Brazil is still fighting for its life. You still have strong number of cities left for him, so he can still produce units to defend its homeland. But basically, the U.S. lost its dominance in South America, and most of South America is at war now. And with the insurgents gaining ground, as well as Brazil also capturing some U.S. territories. So that's the status of our South American campaign. We're able to destroy the 48 aircraft carrier Death Star yesterday also, right after the Death Star annihilated 13 infantry units of French infantry units. Well, it's kind of annoying to see that France sends his forces to stop here, and then he tries to stack his forces right in the middle of the sea. That's the most, you know, at this stage, at this point, you should not do that, ladies and gentlemen. You should not do that. Transport convoy has no attack damage against naval warships. So if the longer they stay in the sea, the more vulnerable they are. Just like what happened yesterday, he lost 13 units just because he left them here. And I think I'm not sure if he is confident because I have my 28 task force here, or he just really doesn't think about it that much. He don't think too much about, his actions. But then I can only patrol the area. I'm patrolling the area from New York to Washington, D.C. to make sure that he has no ships waiting or lying around in those areas to ambush his forces. But what happened is that Death Star just happened to appear somewhere around here without me detecting it. So he probably came from the south here and then marched through this area and then into this place while my 28 task force was at New York. So how I do my patrol is that I set them to move, let's say for example here. So right now my 28 task force will be going to Washington DC, and then I will do a WPT back up here to New York, and then I'll send them again back down here, and then I'll make sure that my fire control is in aggressive mode so that whenever they encounter enemy ships, they will stop and fire at those ships. So that's what I do. So most probably when Death Star arrived, my 28 task force um, was in New York, was completing its patrol to New York. So I believe that's what happened. That's why I was not able to intercept Death Star. Now France has 39 units left. Let's check again. I sent my 14th National Guard to Trenton. That's a mistake. And so I lost them. So Trenton basically has a Trenton has oh no, it's the 55th Fighter Wing. And then my 7th National Guard was destroyed by the 79th Stealth Bomber Squadron. So the US has lots of planes, but is not able to use them effectively. Now our casualties is tremendous. I have 14,036 casualties, while the United States has 64,188. So we have a difference of 50,000 casualties. That's a lot of loss for the US. considering that they are the world power right now. Okay, and Japan trying to reconquer his land. Now is the time. So he can go ahead now and reconquer his territories, mainly because the U.S. troops did not hold them, and you know, we did. It was too late for us to find out that his intention was to go straight to me with 20 total units. See, so that's a good move for the U.S. to be honest. If I have known that the soonest, I could have prepared and upgraded my mobile artillery 2 or 3 days ahead of time, and I could have produced a lot more and have positioned them in my northern border to wait his to await his troops. But yeah, that's a good move for him. I thought that his intention was to conquer Japanese territories, but that's fine. I think I'm ready at this point. I'm ready to face him. I also had naval battles, tremendous naval battles against Australia. If you will remember, yesterday Australia bombed Kabul with a ballistic missile, but it was intercepted, but not completely. So I was able, because of that, I was able to determine his navy's position, and they were actually at the Bay of Bengal. So I sent my 33rd, I sent my 18th Task Force there, as well as my um, no, I forgot. Yeah, my 18th Task Force and another task force. I think that's the 42nd. Oh no, no, no. Fifth. Oh no, I forgot. Sorry, but I did send two task force, which is my 18th Task Force, which is composed of three frigates and two destroyers. And I also sent another task force which is composed of one destroyer and four corvettes. So those 10 ships was able to sank majority of Australian Navy. So the 33rd destroyer has been destroyed by the 18th Task Force. The 7th destroyer was destroyed by the 18th. The 26th attack submarine was destroyed by the 12th. So there, that's the 12th Task Force. 37th Naval Squadron has been destroyed by the 18th Task Force. So he also has Naval Strike Squadron there, because he has, I think he has four aircraft carriers in that area. So the first Naval Strike Squadron was also destroyed. And there, the aircraft carrier Elsa, aircraft carrier Phoebe, aircraft carrier Edna, and aircraft carrier Sally. So those four aircraft carriers were all destroyed by my 28th and by my 18th and my 12th Task Force, including their Naval Strike Squad wing. So all of those, as well as all of their submarines. The last time I checked, okay, we're gonna check it again. So our casualties is 527 for Afghanistan and 21,580 for Australia. So that's a mismatch, right? So you can clearly see how the battle has been going on. So it's the battle will still depend on how, the commander give orders. Like what I said, he who fires first gains the advantage. And I think my Security Council subscription have also helped me, because I have several commands that I can give to my task force. Now, Australia have lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he lost 8. These were just ground troops, mainly from Patna and Kolkata. So as you can see, I've captured those two cities, and those ground troops. Um, so those were 8 ground troops, and then insurgent attacks. Okay, I want to show you how many units Australia lost from yesterday's naval battle in the Bay of Bengal. Where are you? There you go, Australian casualty. So we have 8 already, and then destroyer 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. 41 units. He lost 41 units within a day yesterday. Most of them are um, his Navy and his Air Force. So I eliminated 40 units. If he has 100 units, then he only have 6 left, and that's a tremendous win for me, as I can now move forward and take the initiative for the offensive. Okay. I think that's all for now. That's all for yesterday's news. It's basically just war between Afghanistan, Australia, and the United States, and mostly it's a win for Afghanistan. But let's check the scoreboard. Rogue State is now leading with 954 points and 136 cities, followed by Cameroon with 901 points and 62 cities. Third is Afghanistan with 840 points and 72 cities, and then the United States at 686 points and 35 cities. So that's a huge drop for the United States in just one day, from being the first from being the top nation down to the fourth in just one day, and Cameroon surprisingly have overtaken Afghanistan. So Cameroon's position is really strong at this point because 90%, 85 to 90% of Africa under um, is now under Cameroonian control. Although my borders, he is still respecting my borders, and he's not attacking any of my territories in North Africa as well as in Western Africa. But who knows, right? Maybe soon he will. And also, there. And Rogue State had accumulated huge territories, lots of territories, and they are now becoming uncontrollable. They are now on the top spot. So, okay. Damn it. Okay. Poland, Australia, okay. Let me show you espionage. Espionage report. So, Brisbane had been damaged, as well as Derby. Kunduz, okay. Hyderabad, we caught a spy. We caught a spy. We caught 5 spies from an unknown nation before they could execute their mission. So, I don't know who owns that 5 spies. Maybe that's from Poland. I'm not sure. Maybe that's from the US trying to do counterintelligence, but I'm not sure whose spies they are. They were, but that's too bad because they lost five spies, and that's 50,000 worth of gold or 50,000 worth of money. Because if you buy a spy, that will cost you 10,000 each. Okay. Now let's proceed to the news for today, 31st. Day 31st. Imagine we're now 1 month in this game. With Call of War, World War II, you can finish the game in 21 days. That's my average gameplay. That is if I'm playing with my with my alliance. Anyway, so there on day 31st, the United States lost two corvettes in the North Atlantic. Australia lost another one tank destroyer, one towed artillery, and one mechanized infantry. And their casualties are mounting up. Spain and Cameroon is at war by the third task force. Okay, that's in Alboran Sea. Okay. Okay, so okay. I really hope that Cameroon won't. You know, I'm not sure, but I may ask Cameroon for an alliance so we can end this game quickly together. Yeah, that's an option. Later I'll do that. I'm not in the mood to communicate with him right now. I have work to do today, so I'll I'll uh, I'll finish this vlog early. I just really want to show you what's happening because I believe this is the climax of the game, and I'm to be honest, I am in trouble at this point, and this is a serious trouble for me. So yesterday, my worry is that well, I'm not really worried that he can push through because I have lots of units and I have recalled most of my units from Turkey, so most of them are here already. But my concern is that with the coordinated attack from Australia and the US, um, Australia can attack me from the air using his sorry. My concern is that he will bomb me from the air using his bombers while the US attacks from land. So that's my main concern yesterday. And so I have decided to mobilize all my anti-air units here in Peshawar also to protect my troops that is being assembled here. Because if I place my troops here to defend, to face the U.S., then they might get annihilated from the air. So I decided to move all my anti-air units here to cover me from any air attacks, from any air assaults, and also from any missile attacks. But since I was able to drive them and to annihilate his navy from this area, that gives me control over here. So hopefully, I'm still not sure, but there's still a possibility that the US and Australia can attack me from the air. But as at this point, since we're able to clear out Australian Navy from here and most of its air forces, that will give me also an advantage to win this upcoming attack from the US. So Australia has no more navy here, but the US still has a stealth bomber wing stationed in Siampang. So that bomber wing just attacked Herat, so he can definitely reach Peshawar also. If he can reach Herat, then he can reach Peshawar as well. And if we do that, I will lose a lot of troops. So I need to protect them. So I'm gonna leave my forces, my cities open for the meantime. I have no choice, but I'm going to rebuild them later on, so that's fine. So I just need to prioritize this first, because once I'm able to annihilate these forces here, then the US won't have any more forces that can threaten me. And then I can move forward and clear this up and recapture all enemy territories within the surroundings, within Asia. Damn, this will be a long bloody war, long bloody fight. And we still have Cameroon to worry about. So let me message him. Do you think it will be good to end this war? Do you think it will be to end war early by us joining forces? Do you think it will be good to end this war, to end this game early? Forces. Okay, let's see. Hopefully he will respond by we will receive a positive response. If he won't respond, then that means he's buying his time and he's probably going to attack me. That's it. So I have to finish off the US here as quickly as possible so I can move my forces back here to Turkey. I cannot say that France is a little bit unreliable here, and the US still has bombers in his homeland, so we don't have anti-air, so we cannot venture out. So the air defense of this unit is 17.9 only. And Australia is still a long way from us. This is becoming tiring, to be honest. You know, I'm at this point wherein I'm getting tired of this game again, just like on my second game. You will get to a point wherein you will get tired and you just want to finish it, or you want to leave it alone. But in reality, um, all I need to do is to just wipe him out here, and then I can rest probably a day or two. Um, I'll just destroy these two armies here, and then I'll rest, because this is becoming exhaustive. Okay, and then I will regroup. I will reform my base, and then we'll build my army again. Okay, so I think that's all for now. I'll try to see if I can get some videos of the upcoming fight later, of the upcoming battle later, and so that I can share it with my viewers. So if you will stay tuned, I will try to get some videos of the upcoming fight later. It's too bad that I was not able to record the battles here in Bay of Bengal, as well as the battles here in the North Atlantic, because those were huge battles. And we have conquered Kolkata. Very good. So Kolkata is now ours, and then we're gonna march through um, in Myanmar and capture Australian territories there, while also capturing US territories here in China. Oh. Okay, the US won't pass. He shall not pass. The attack damage of this one is 48.7, so minus 50%. So that's gonna be somewhere 20 around 24. So yeah, but his hit points is strong. So it will take me a lot of time to kill those units. So that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more Conflict of Nations World War III action. Thank you guys.